Have you ever looked at the back of your favorite shampoo, lotion, or foundation bottle? That long list of ingredients, complicated names, impossible to pronounce, might seem like harmless science. But behind those words lies the truth that few people ever talk about: the hidden chemistry of beauty. For decades, the beauty industry has told us that looking flawless comes from innovation, scientific formulas that promise miracles in a bottle. They say, clinically tested. They say, dermatologist approved. They say, infused with advanced ingredients. But what they rarely say is how many of those ingredients are synthetic chemicals, created not in nature, but in laboratories. Let's uncover what really goes into many of the products we use every single day, and what it means for your skin, your hair, and your overall health. Walk down any beauty aisle and you'll see words like pure, natural, botanical, or organic. But if you flip that product over, you'll often find a mix of complex chemical compounds. Many of these ingredients aren't inherently bad. They help stabilize, preserve, or create texture. But the problem starts when marketing convinces us that natural automatically means safe, and chemical automatically means scientific. The truth is, most beauty products today contain a blend of natural extracts and synthetic chemicals. Some are gentle and effective. Others can irritate your skin, disrupt your hormones, or strip away your natural oils. So why are they used at all? Because they're cheap, they're consistent, and they make products look, smell, and feel better. Let's start with a familiar name: sodium lauryl sulfate, also called SLS. It's one of the most common ingredients in shampoos, cleansers, and even toothpaste. Why? Because it's great at one thing: creating foam. That rich, bubbly lather that makes your shampoo feel like it's really working comes mostly from this compound. But here's the thing: sodium lauryl sulfate isn't just cleaning your hair. It's also stripping away the natural protective oils your scalp and skin produce. Over time, that can lead to dryness, irritation, and sensitivity, especially for people with eczema or color-treated hair. Dermatologists have long noted that while SLS helps products perform cosmetically, it can also weaken your skin's natural barrier. That means more moisture loss and more exposure to external irritants. Next time you see that foamy lather, remember, more bubbles don't always mean a better clean. Now let's talk about one of the most mysterious words in the beauty industry: fragrance. When a product lists fragrance or parfum, it sounds simple. But in reality, that one word can represent dozens, sometimes even hundreds, of undisclosed chemicals. Many fragrance formulations are protected as trade secrets, meaning companies don't have to reveal what's inside. Among those hidden ingredients are synthetic compounds that can trigger allergies, headaches, or skin sensitivities. Some even contain phthalates, which have been studied for their potential effects on the endocrine system, the system that regulates your hormones. The irony is that a product labeled hypoallergenic can still contain a complex cocktail of fragrance molecules that irritate sensitive skin. It's important to be fair. Not all synthetic chemicals are villains. Without preservatives, most cosmetics would spoil within weeks. Imagine a jar of moisturizer full of botanical extracts sitting warm in your bathroom. It would be a breeding ground for bacteria and mold. For instance, parabens have been detected in trace amounts in human tissue. While scientists still debate how harmful that really is, many dermatologists recommend choosing paraben-free options, especially for leave-on products like creams and lotions. It's not about fear, it's about awareness. Knowing what's in your skincare allows you to make informed choices rather than blindly trusting marketing claims. Cosmetics are often celebrated for their pigments and shimmer. Lipsticks, eyeshadows, and highlighters rely on dyes and mica particles to create those dazzling colors. But some of these pigments are derived from coal tar or heavy metals. Regulations limit their amounts, but trace contamination can still occur. A 2020 study found that certain lipsticks and eyeliners contain detectable levels of lead and cadmium, well below toxic levels, but enough to raise concern for daily, long-term users. And mica? That beautiful sparkle you see in highlighters and shadows often comes at a human cost. Much of the world's mica supply is mined under unsafe conditions, sometimes involving child labor. So, chemical beauty isn't just about what's in your product. It's about where it comes from and who it affects. In response to these growing concerns, the clean beauty movement was born. Brands started labeling products as non-toxic, chemical-free, or eco-safe. But here's the paradox. Everything is made of chemicals. Even water, even air, even the natural oils in your skin. The goal isn't to eliminate chemicals. It's to understand which ones are safe and which ones aren't. Clean beauty should mean transparent beauty, where every ingredient has a purpose and no one hides behind vague words like fragrance blend. Some brands are getting it right. They use plant-based surfactants instead of harsh sulfates. They opt for safer preservatives and clearly label their ingredient sources. They invest in ethical sourcing and recyclable packaging. But others simply swap one synthetic for another and call it a revolution. That's why knowledge is your most powerful beauty tool. Every time you wash your face or apply lotion, tiny amounts of ingredients are absorbed by your skin. Some rinse away, but others stay longer. Your skin is your largest organ. It protects, breathes, and reacts. When overloaded with harsh chemicals, it can lose balance, leading to dryness, redness, breakouts, or even premature aging. Studies show that long-term use of synthetic compounds can disrupt your skin's natural microbiome, the good bacteria that keep it healthy. If your routine feels more like chemistry than care, it might be time to simplify. The beauty industry sells perfection, but real beauty comes from balance and knowledge. Science can help when used responsibly, but when profit replaces honesty, chemical beauty becomes a disguise. The truth is, you have the power to choose differently. By demanding transparency and learning what your body needs, you make choices that are not just beautiful, but meaningful. If this video made you think twice about what's in your beauty products, start small, read your labels, look up one ingredient, and share what you learn. Beauty doesn't have to be complicated. It can be clean, honest, and empowering. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more science-based beauty insights. And tell us in the comments, which ingredient surprised you the most? Because real beauty begins with awareness, and awareness starts with you.